And making waves. My goodness, what an incredible return it will be. And now, speaking of returns, let us return to the KeSPA CUP Summoner's Rift here with the glorious snow everywhere. Just a little bit of a side note as well, it snowed for the first time here in Korea just a couple of days ago, and so it is mirroring what is happening outside here on Summoner's Rift right now today.
Small lead, otherwise Gen.G can get right back in. His Harusari is way up here.
Yeah, he's getting meep slapped. Duro is going to make his way over as Harusari does make it to relative safety. Throws out the culling here as well. Thanatos flashes on top of him. Mega Inferno Bomb from downtown is not going to quite connect, and Thanatos will go down. Harusari, what a day.
Good choice by Gen.G not to commit there. They might have been able to secure the final if they commit to the fight.
Yeah, there's the flash forward, finds the snare. Supreme display of talent, and pop goes the Talia. No bomb needed. Still 4 minutes until plates are going to fall down as well, so it's likely that APA will be able to get even more value as Harusari will be giving Thanatos pretty dangerous back massage. And now Duro and Canyon making their way in. Oh dear, this Rumble going to be in a lot of trouble. There's the Q landing. Duro flashes away, and that is a gorgeous dive here by Gen.G.
Comfortably chip away at that.
Well, Weaver's Wall does come in as APA is going to get flashed on. The Cyclone doesn't find it, but that is a gorgeous flick back. Still, it's not going to work because Blabber's there. Supreme display of talent gets the snare onto Canyon. APA so incredibly low. Tempered Fate comes in, and Canyon's unable to pick up the kill onto an APA with sub 100 health. Yep. That is so
He's
much
even going to deny CS as he does it. Okay, a bit of a trouble here for Blabber, though.
Yeah, that is going to be Duro locking down that kill. Is now Vulcan going to take a magical journey, possibly to his demise as the snare does come on through. Sven, so aggressive as the blast cone is going to save Harusari, at least for the moment until APA comes around and throws some bombs in his face. Duro just has to get himself out of there in this lane. It is absolutely absurd. Vulcan making his way over as Harusari doing a decent job avoiding... Okay, that didn't quite work out there between Vulcan and APA, but it doesn't matter because APA's got too much damage.
Yeah, this doesn't matter. Like, more and more likely as time goes on, may kind of be on him. The young player from Academy just not able to live up to APA. The Ziggs in the mid lane as Keen's in trouble now as well.
Yeah, Vulcan looking for the angle. They do throw down the exhaust, but they're unable to actually get farther enough in. As Blab is making his way over, Supreme display of talent, and down goes the Aurora. Keen just didn't expect there to be a Kiana in the brush. Is now Canyon going to get delivered to the rest of the team here. That is a decent ulti to come through from Duro, but it's not enough as it's just Canyon falling to the floor, and Harusari now having to slink away as best he can. They'll let him live.
Of this game has just been put so far behind. And unfortunately, this Talia isn't going to be saving or bailing anybody out in side lanes with the Weaver's Wall, I don't think, in this game.
Well, speaking of side lanes, we're going to see something here from Gen.G. Looking for an opportunity. That's a nice Tempered Fate out from Vulcan, but he's still going to die. They take another turret, though, on the other side of the map, as it is going to be Thanatos taking a lot of damage. Duro trying to escape, and he will be able to do so, but getting one kill in trade for an inner turret with a Rift Herald down there. Maybe make it 2 kills, but maybe make it 2 turrets as Lloyd is in so much trouble. The satchel almost enough to take him down. There's Blabber. Supreme display of talent doesn't quite connect as there is the culling just to clear out the wave mainly.
You get out of the play. It's only a small dent. It was otherwise still a 5,000 gold lead here for Cloud9.
Yep. The one positive thing is the fact that Keen picked up the kill and assist, and so he's got a bit of extra money here, close to 1,000 as Mega Inferno Bomb not quite able to take down Harusari, but the equalizer, the tick damage, is it going to be enough? Yes, it is, with a little bit of help from the minions.
Beautifully, the macro has been immense this game. This is the kind of game that makes you feel like, okay, you could look at this game in one way and say, oh, look, there's 2 Academy players here for Gen.G. Is this that impressive? Okay, hold on, Thanatos under fire.
Yeah, could be in a little bit of trouble here. Gets knocked up by the ulti out of Duro. They're looking to take down this turret first, but it's taking a very long time. Duro going to be taken down as Blabber gets into the mix. Thanatos down incredibly low. Tempered Fate to keep him alive for a little moment longer as there is Canyon under fire now as Vulcan turns up, and Blabber's able to take that kill on his way to safety. Lloyd now in a very awkward spot as Keen pops out of the fog of war to see what he can actually get done here. Between Worlds coming on through as Keen pushing Sven out of the area. I think he's out of cooldowns as far as killing this Corki is concerned, though, and Lloyd getting a little over-aggressive as they walk towards the darkness. Harusari is going to be there, though, as there's the Weaver's Wall. Vulcan in a lot of trouble. Does have that shield from the Seraphs now built up, but unfortunately, with Baron looming on the horizon in 4 minutes' time, as Lloyd going to get turned golden. And there's the minefield. Almost just kills Lloyd outright.
APA not going to commit
does
the ult.
too much damage. That's all right. Supreme Display of Talent does come on down there. And where did King go? He just disappears. Decent double knock up there from Duro as he's trying to escape. But Canyon not going to be so lucky.
Just being like, 500, 400 is pretty big, but it's nothing to write home about.
This
game
we're
is
right
done.
home about this one. Yeah, this kid is feeling very over. Denies the Weaver's Wall there. Does Vulcan. Mega Inferno Bomb isn't even necessary. Yep, looking for a little bit of an angle. Duro in so much trouble. Even Sven is doing so much damage. As Thanatos on that flank between worlds, not really doing too much as they get all of their health back with the help of that redemption. As Canyon is spotted, Thanatos not going to quite make his way in, but that is Soul Point going over to C9, and now they're looking for even more. Mega Inferno Bomb does do the damage here to Harusari. And Equalizer not exactly finding the angle that they're looking for. Tempered Fate also going wide, but the rest of Gen.G corralled into the alcove, and down goes Lloyd once again. Duro going to be burning down as Thanatos trying to take control of Harusari. Gets his revenge, and it's C9 to pick up the clean ace here in the bottom lane. Gen.G looking to try and get something back as this Baron is going to get taken down. But the Tempered Fate going to be holding Harusari in position. Lloyd is able to finish off that turret as Vulcan, just keeping them interested. The Equalizer doing a whole bunch of work, creating the space that they're looking for. Flash forward from Vulcan, Cosmic Binding, and down goes Harusari. Beautifully done here, and it is going to be more money to the Ziggs. Now Keen just getting 1v1'd here by Blabber, but he does take the Between Worlds exit. Now the rest of Gen.G realizing that maybe just fighting is going to be the way. It's a triple kill for APA, and this should be the last fight of the game.
Yeah, the bottom
wave.
wave.
Just wander their way into the enemy base.
Yeah, the bottom wave is set up. They can just simply collapse towards it. Thanatos commits his TP to take this turret out, and this is going to be their pathway to the Nexus. With some respawns here, for like Harusari, like if this was an even game state, maybe there'd be a world where you just look for double and hit, but with this lead, C9 are just like, thank you very much. It's a 26.5-minute game, a dominant one at that. Coming into today, we thought, okay, with this roster for Gen.G, maybe C9 could make something happen. We don't think it was out of the question for them to win, but to win, the gap in the mid lane damage is one that we will be feeling, and I'm sure if Chovy has a chance to look at his phone and basic, you might have some tips for Lloyd about how this one played out.
I've got some tips as well. I want to see the scale